For the next session, I would like to welcome Kunal, Samel, and Rajani Sinha. Kunal is a QA manager at CEXV by Entertainment, and Rajani is a test lead there as well. Kunal and Rajani would be conducting a lab session on Karate UI and Report Portal, UI automation made easy. To know more about Kunal and Rajani, you can check out their video interview on the link that is given. If Kunal and Rajani are here, they can share their screen and the stage is all yours.
Yeah, we are here.
Yeah.
Thank you for the nice introduction. Yeah, I will quickly share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
Cool. So, yeah, a warm welcome to everyone. And I know it's Sunday afternoon, and we are speaking on ATA GTR 2022. Very delighted. Thank you for the nice introduction, and uh, we will get started. So, yeah, before jumping on the overview of Karate UI, I will just share a quick story. So it would be more relatable. So I've been in this software industry for more than a decade now, and I've been working on the automation testing since from the era of QTP. So I believe when I say QTP, I think there are many people who can relate to it. So we were like working on this QTP tool. It's a licensed tool. It was then by Mercury, and then HP got it. And then I've been always thinking that do we have any open source tool, where we can get our hands dirty and start coding and do automation. So then came the Selenium era, and people started working with Selenium. There are multiple language bindings Selenium comes with. I hope everybody must be aware. And yeah, picked up on Selenium, and there were many things, many people who started writing, speaking, talking about it. But my search was still on, and I would say I was lucky to come across karate. Back then, karate was there, was in early stage. I I came across this tool a long back, maybe 4-5 years, and I would gladly share that one of my colleague back then, Archana, I believe she is on this call, and we used to have that extracurricular activities back then in our arc. Yeah, and there was this tool she came up with another colleague, and that was the day when I came across karate. So coming to karate UI, so I think many people have picked up karate and experimented it for API test automation. But today, me and Rajni would try to emphasize that this tool has UI test automation capabilities as well. It has other capabilities like performance testing. We can use it for building mocks. And the recent releases are coming with much bigger and breaking changes. The best part of karate is you don't have to be deep diving in any of the programming language. Even it has a BDD type syntax. You don't have to worry about your step definitions or your glue code. uh, the best part of it is, don't worry about any design patterns. Nobody's pushing you to just create a page object model. Just you can quickly get started with it. And the other observation I had is the weights are very simplified. So you must have be hearing this way. It's explicit, implicit, fluents, and whatnot. So moving ahead, what I have here for you is, I have a quick comparison of our experience when we started building these frameworks, when we started test automation with karate, with the other frameworks or other tools I have been working on, or my team has been working on. So definitely karate has its own DSL. That's a domain specific language, which is very easy, and we will see today how quick and easy it is to work, and how quickly you can start writing your test scripts. Uh, then other part of it is you have to always worry about this, third party libraries, where you have to use a unit test framework like JUnit, or maybe an enhanced one like TestNG, just to have assertions. You need to have continuously evaluate for extensive reporting. Then we are in the DevOps world today, so we have to worry about parallel execution. Then there is continuous integration as well. The best part of karate is it comes with all this inbuilt. You don't have to worry about it. There is very descriptive documentation, which I will quickly share after this side, where all the guidelines and everything is given for you. Uh, uh, then I'm pretty sure that everybody, while writing the scripts, have trouble with dealing with maybe iframes or maybe Ajax. This is something new normal when we are dealing with the uh, you know uh, cutting edge technologies used for building the UIs. And definitely, we need a JavaScript executor. uh, this is again very much a handy feature which karate comes in. You don't have to worry. You can straight away start you use a built-in JavaScript executor, and you can just write your scripts in JavaScript. I think weight I've already highlighted. It's a very straightforward weight. You have detailed configuration of the weights available. uh, I will try to skim through it when I will be sharing my screen for the documentation and a quick example. And finally, I would recommend everyone. There is a good article written by Peter Thomas where he's highlighting. So sorry, Peter Thomas is one who is been with karate and is one of the creator of karate, and he has written a very good article where he has clearly mentioned how karate overcomes the way people think that whenever you have selenium Java, you have selenium with any other language binding, you have to use something called page object model or some design pattern. So I think enough of talking. I will I know let's jump on to how you quickly set up karate, and how easy is to use karate and get on with the code. So this is a quick slide. Uh, I know that we have already shared the installation guide, but just to highlight, we just need Java 8 and above. We need any of the IDs, maybe Eclipse, IntelliJ, of your choice. We need Maven, that's a build management tool, and if you're using Eclipse, we might need the Cucumber plugin. So before jumping to the IDE, as I hope you can see the font is visible for everyone. So just yeah,
Yes, you can increase the font size if you want.
okay, sure.
It's Control plus.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's it.
Is
Thank
it
you.
better? Yeah, thanks. So this is the documentation of karate UI, and this is the quick example where it is shown, which we will see how we can build and write. But this is the DSL. If you see, the keywords are very much similar to the BDD keywords of the language in red. uh, this is the keywords which karate brings us handy, and which are very relatable when you say when click, or then wait for URL, and then click, and you have assertions here. So uh, and I'm very glad that the documentation is well maintained. It is very descriptive. uh, Yeah, as promised, this is the weight. So if you go for any of this link, you will see there is descriptive weights which are very easy to configure, and we will be seeing that in one of the hands-on example. Rajni will be showing that for everyone. And just to quickly go back to the index, and what I will do is there are a very quick handy example. In the better interest of time, what I've done, I've downloaded already this feature file where what the code does, it straight away navigates to GitHub. It just check one of the user logins and it will do a simple Google search. So spare me, I'm just switching my screen to my ID, and this is the feature file. I believe this is better. The font, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the sample feature file which is been downloaded from the document link. What we are doing here is we have a standard syntax of VDD where we have mentioned feature description. We have something which was by default provided in the download file. So I've just kept Chrome for the current example. We have a scenario with its description. What we are doing is we are navigating to github.com. We are hitting on the login. We are hitting on the password and entering it. We are hitting on the submit button. And there is some check or the assertion we are doing with match. Then we are just navigating to Google. We are searching the karate, and we are just hitting on the site. So if you see, this is just a simple Maven project with nothing much changes in it. And I've just added this sample feature file in the test folder under Java. Just to quickly run you through the POM. So I've just added the dependency of karate with its version, and it has this dependency added here. So what I will do is I will quickly jump to the feature file, and I
Kunal,
will, yeah.
do you have this shared any on Git repo, the dependencies and all, so that we can also track parallelly when you are trying?
Yeah, sure. After the maybe the session, I will definitely share the link.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, for the
Okay,
code
we were
and
just thinking
everything.
that if we can try in parallel with you,
Okay.
that's okay. Nothing else.
Yeah. Uh, you can or I can put this on chat if that
That will
helps.
be better. Yeah, yeah.
Sure, I will quickly put this on chat for everyone. That is the good thing. I hope the syntax stays intact. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, and if you have added that dependency in your POM and you have downloaded that sample, so should I share the document URL as well so that everybody can download that feature file?
Fine, fine. Whatever it is like you feel that we can do it.
Yeah, definitely. So this is the URL, and you have to just scroll down and see the samples on this URL for you running this feature file. So in the meantime, what I will do is I will just quickly run. Yeah, and if you see the tests are initiated. Just for everybody's reference, sometimes for the first timers, if you're doing the POM configuration and setup now, it will take a bit longer. But if you see on my screen, the Chrome has already instantiated in one of its instance, and yeah. We are on GitHub. We are entering the username, the password, clicked on sign in. We have done with the assertion. We have gone to the second part of the scenario where we are searching on Google. Yeah, I think yeah, done. So if you see, the test has passed and there is a HTML report. But before showing you the HTML report, I want to share one another quick example where what I've done, I've just for the demo's sake, I have added two browsers. So if you see the first part, the first scenario, I'm running it on Chrome. The second one, I'm running it on Safari. Now, if you remember, the background part of it for the sample feature file has this configuration. So what I've done is I've added this Chrome configuration in scenario 1 and the Safari driver configuration in scenario 2. So I will just quickly run this one. Just close this to avoid any problems. And I will just quickly run this feature file, which is started. So as expected, we have Chrome coming up. It's again signing to the GitHub with the username and password. We're doing the search. Yeah, and the second scenario has already started. It has opened up Safari. And for the just the showcase, I've just kept the Google search part in the second scenario using Safari. People who are trying this, for them, the URL for the downloaded feature file would not be this. I think that's the old URL when Karate was used. Karate used to be the part of Intuit. Now it has gone with Karate Labs. So I request everyone to just replace this URL. I've put it on the chat. So I believe if you are already running with the existing sample feature file, you might have faced a problem or another. So yeah, I think with this, I'm pretty much done with the basic setup. What I wanted to show is, I'm not able to quickly scroll. So what I will do, I will just show here. So it generates a quick report. I think Rajni will be taking over from here to showcase how quick and easy it is to write the scripts, to do the UI automation, and showcase about more features of Karate. Yeah. So Rajni, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Kunal. Hello, everyone. I'm really excited for this session, and I would like to thank GDF for providing us this platform to present our thoughts and ideas. So yeah, I'll quickly share my screen. So yeah, I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
So yeah, what we have done, so as we have already seen the basic karate overview and the basic requirements, system requirements. So I have already a Maven project in place, and I have created a few packages. So under the source test Java, I have created one packages object repository and another one as the scenario. So object repository basically would be consisting of all the locators where the karate scripts would be interacting with. And under the scenario section, we'll actually see our actual use case. So let's talk about the use case that we would be going ahead for the development activity. So we have a use case for the source demo site. So we would be placing an order for a particular product. So let's log in with the default standard user credentials. So once we are in, we would be selecting this product and we would add it to the cart. So yeah, now I go to the checkout page and I check out my items. So I need to put some details for the user. So let's say I continue with the user details and now I'm here. So this is my product details and I finish up. So I would be verifying this for the order placement message. So this is the use case that we would be automating. So let's start with the script. So under the locators file, let's go ahead and start locating the strategies. So as we have seen in karate, we have different locator strategies. So some of the locator strategies we might be already aware of because we might have used in other automation frameworks and other tools. So let's see what karate offers. So yeah, these are the different locators through which we can identify the elements on the UI. So we have by default the CSS selectors and we have XPaths as well. It also supports some friendly locators. So we can have through the exact match or maybe through partial text match. Also, it supports some different friendly locators, which includes left off, right off. So we'll see some of it in the session today. And let's go ahead for the locators. So I'll log out and start developing my first script. So let's inspect the page. So we see that it is basically on the login screen, we are having this. So we can straight away take the ID of it with the CSS locator. We can identify that. So we can write as login page. So this is a username text field. So we would give it as username and this is our ID. So we are using the CSS for the same. Similarly, we will be developing for the password as well as the login button. So yeah, I'll quickly update the locators for this one. So we have the password. Then the login button, it says again, we can, so instead of taking the CS selector, let's take XPath. Let's write the XPath for this. So let's take up the ID attribute. So yeah, this gets recognized. So it's giving me some error. Let me check.
Username.
Yeah, I'll make it as password. So yeah, now let's start with the use case for developing a scenario for the code that we have coded till now. So we'll create a feature file for the same. Sauce Labs feature. So yeah, so this is the basic format which we get for a feature file. So we are not required for these things. So we'll get rid of this. And we would be basically using a scenario in which we would be reading the test data from the example section. So we'll take up the second part. So we can provide a feature details. So this is our Sauce Lab features. So Sauce Labs demo feature testing. Let's get rid of this tag as well. Now the scenario is basically we will be placing an order from Sauce demo site. So yeah, so we would be recording the username, the password, and let's see what else which would be required in the script. So we will get rid of this as well. So basically we have to navigate to the driver. So this is our URL. Then we would be entering the username. So we have different methods for, for entering values onto the site and clicking on the elements. So the methods are quite self-explanatory and simple. So for navigating to the browser, the driver basically interacts with the browser and it will navigate to the Sauce Labs demo site. We have the input method to enter the text into the field. So in our case, we have the text in the locators file. So let's read the locators file to get it recognized in our script. So we will create a background.
So, Rajni, it doesn't need any driver initialization sort of things.
So yeah, basically what happens in karate when we are working on Chrome. So as you might have seen in the earlier script that Kunal has shared. So when we are working with Chrome, it doesn't really require to. So it will pick from the default location where our Chrome gets installed on Mac and in Windows as well. So it defaults picks the this one. So if you
Chrome.
go here, yeah.
Okay, so if you want to run on other browser,
then definitely we'll have to specify the path. So in the configure section, we are required to specify the browser that we need to test on and also with the executable path. So you can place the executable in your local repository and you can specify the path over there.
Okay.
So, but in case of Chrome, it is being picked from your Windows or maybe on your Mac from the default location. So you don't have to explicitly specify it.
Fine. Just show us at the end.
Sorry?
Just show us at the end actually where.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. So we would be reading that, the locators that we have configured. So we will have to specify the class path. So we have it under the object repository, the locators.yaml file. So once I read this, I further need to read the locator tags. So for this one, we have the login page. So let's create another variable, login page details, which would read from this res the login page detail data. So now we can actually read the locators that we have identified in the YAML file. So let's take up that. So we would be doing this. And under the username field, so from here, the test data that we need to pass can be picked. So let's enter the user credentials. So we would be passing it from the example section. Let's do a pretty format so it appears clean to us. Again, we would specify for the password field. So let's put password here. So we would change the test data as well. And then we need to do a click action. So let's click the login button. And then once we are in, let's verify the page that we have navigated onto. So let's put a when here. And then what we need to verify, we need to verify the driver URL. So there is a match keyword through which we can verify the driver URL. So once we log in, let's see what URL it expects us. So we are on the inventory page. So I'll quickly copy this and do a match for the same. So let's quickly run this and check how it goes.
This object repository UI is missing. Can you just check it?
Yeah, thank you. So the problem, no, unused. GTR. Source lab features. Okay.
This match spelling is wrong. Match. Then match. Is it correct?
I guess, but there is some launch configuration issue as well. So let's do one thing. We have another setup ready. So we'll quickly copy this source lab feature over here and the locators in the locator section. Okay. And try to execute it from here itself. I guess there's some reference issue. So let me quickly set up a new project so that we can get rid of this reference issue. And we will quickly add our dependency here. So let's take the dependency from here.
Dependence is missing there. Before, yeah.
So yeah. So it will take some time in building up. In the meanwhile, we can create the packages that is required as we have created in the previous project. And let's create the object repository as well. And I'll quickly copy my files. Object. So I hope it recognizes because it's a new, complete new setup. So refresh and see what. What error it is showing. My Jira. So I've removed
Try,
few projects.
close the Chrome. I think it, sorry, close the Eclipse. Sometimes I think the Jira, GTR,
Yeah,
Jira, you are
yeah,
referring.
but I have, yeah, actually that's why I've created a new project. I'll quickly do that. So I guess some deleted project reference it is looking for. So let's switch to the workspace that we were working on. And quickly try this. So yeah, it works for me. Thank you. So yeah, we are running short of time. So I will quickly, in the best interest of time, I'll quickly show the other remaining part. So let's have the code for the remaining part. So I have the locators ready. So let's read it. And I have the code for the remaining part, which I'll quickly walk through. So yeah, as you can see, these are the locators. So I have covered up the basic CSS locators as well as the XPath locators. Also, if you see, this is the partial, this one is the partial text match where I would be adding the product to the cart. And this is the exact text match. And these are the other locators that I've used. So so it's all a combination of the friendly locators, XPaths, and CSS. And if I go to the source lab section, the feature file. So what I've used, I have used the left of shopping cart. So the friendly locators that we saw in the GitHub UI page. So there were a couple of locators like the left of, right of, above. So I've used one of them. So let's run and quickly see the code.
Can you copy paste that into the chat, please?
Yeah, sure.
The chat is not, I mean, you can't copy from the chat. Ganesh, can you look at it, please? The copy paste from the chat is not enabled.
We have to select
Okay.
one by one. We can do that actually. Ganesh, try it out.
It's not allowing for copy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not allowing
Yeah,
copy.
I
That's
think
what
there's a
I'm saying.
setting I need to enable.
Then I think I don't know then whether who has rights. Do we have a co-host join here?
I believe you are co-host as well.
Ganesh,
Actually,
like the
yeah, Ravi. Ravi, do
Yes.
you have an access to?
No, even I don't have access to that.
Because I remember like
Oh, hi, this is Ali here. I do have the access, it seems. Just let me know what I need to make changes on.
Ali, for
Yes.
which access?
So I have got the co-host access. I
Okay,
think
okay.
just
Okay,
want
do
to know
you
what.
because I'm not sure whether there are any specific copy paste rights are enabled or not for you as well. Can you just
Okay.
check? Because I remember you
Sure.
must be having only the sharing access, the screen sharing access,
Sure, let me check on that.
and sharing the co-host or host access. That's it. There is no any copy paste thing actually as such being there.
So yeah, it's not letting me see the reports as well. I guess something has crashed in my Eclipse and I'm facing issues because of that. Since my since my target folder is also not getting updated. So maybe Kunal, you can take ahead. In the meanwhile, I'll do the setup on your machine and get it done.
Yeah, sure, Rajay. No
So
worries.
yeah, I'll share the slide from my screen and I'll switch on to your. So yeah. Come here, I'll. Okay. So then probably I'll fix it in my system only. I'll share it, stop sharing as of now.
Yeah, you can just stop sharing. Yeah, so I think was what Rajni was trying to show. I will quickly share my screen. I hope everybody can see my screen. So what happens is when the test gets completed successfully, you see a target folder here, and the target folder is updated with the karate reports reference. In the karate report reference, you have different formats generated. So what I can show you guys is I will quickly show the HTML report which has been generated. I believe that the test which Rajni ran must have more steps, but it is more or less similar. The best part of the reports is you can see the time it has taken. So this is the overall time. This is a breakup for the scenarios, and you can dig into a deeper level logs. So basically, it's a REST API. It's a communication going on, and even you can see the URLs you have generated, uh, and you can see your uh, the match age or the weight what you have done. So basically this is the default HTML report which Karate generates when the tests are successfully completed. So I think moving ahead, what we had as a second part of our presentation was report portal UI. So I will quickly switch on the slideshow. So first of all, I believe people might have heard about it, but there is some reference given by Peter Thomas itself in the karate documentation, and we were exploring some reporting tools in the meanwhile. So report portal is something which came in handy. Report portal think of it as a service which has increased capabilities, to speed up your result analysis and reporting. Through very good analytic features. Now, what we have tried and tested, Report Portal is a great addition, for the CI and for the continuous testing process. So I will quickly walk you guys uh, through the Report Portal major features. One major thing which came in handy with the Report Portal is the mainstream platform integrations. So we had BDD process. We had Jira. We have Jenkins and everything, which is very easily integrated with Report Portal. Then we have something which is very handy with Report Portal, that is the real time. So what happens is whenever we execute our suits, I believe most of the reporting is done when our entire suit is completed. But in Report Portal, what happens is, whenever we run our code, the launches are created in the real time, then and there, and you don't have to wait for the entire execution to be completed. So for example, you have, let's say, first 5 scenarios which are executed, and there are major failures occurring even on the start of the 5 scenarios. Then you can straight away abort your suit, make that decision then and there, rather than waiting at the end and see that the majority of the scenarios have failed. Then you have extensive structure where you can have clear structure in the report portal for your test cases execution. We will see how we can easily debug and how we can structure our test cases. We can even do the error debugging, and we can do the we can see the logs, the screenshots, even the binary data in your launches created in report portal. Report portal also support a collaborative analysis that gives you an ability to interact with devs, to your senior management group, or through your BAs, and it comes in very handy. We have been using it for quite a while. The other feature of report portal is it has a very good archival of the data. What I mean to say is, you can generate trends, you can generate very well dashboards, and there are multiple widgets which report portal comes in to analyze your historical data. And the final one is the AI benefit of it. So what happens is there are some typical bugs which has been occurring since last 2 launches or since last 3 builds or releases. So what report portal does is report portal automatically marks as bug. We will see further that how well report portal has a defect categorization available. So by default, we have product bug, we have system issues, and we have even the automation script bug, which can be marked easily in the report portal. And if it makes use of that, to on the basis of I'm so sorry, on the basis of AI, to mark that in the further launches. So I will not talk much. We will quickly dive in to the report portal UI and see the launches created and what features I was talking on.
Yes,
Uh,
please.
uh, yeah, just one thing before I jump in there. I just recommend everyone or suggest everyone to see the report portal architecture. It's a very interesting architecture built by them, and the tools and technologies they use. So they have used Minio, they have used Postgres, and they have made it very light using the REST web services. So what I will do is I will quickly pass it on to Rajni again. So she has been using Report Portal along with Karate UI. She will quickly walk you through the customization we have worked on to integrate Report Portal with Karate UI, and the features I've been emphasizing on. So
Kunal?
Yeah.
Just a request. We would be running out of time. Okay, so there is
Sure.
like hardly 5 minutes we do have. Please wrap up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Over to you, Rajni.
So yeah, thanks, Kunal. I'll quickly share my screen. So we are into report portal. So basically when we log into the report portal, we are on the dashboard screen. So these are the different projects. So for GTR, we have particularly created the GTR project. So if you go to the launches, we will see the different launches that has been executed. So if we see this has, this is the launch name, and this is this shows the description of the launch that we are passing from the script. Also, it shows the total number of scenarios that has been executed in this launch, and PS denotes the total number of passed scenarios. So in our case, we have just executed one scenario and which is passed. So the fail count is nothing. And sometimes even there are cases when the prerequisite setup is not working. So the other test cases might need to be skipped. So that count comes under the script skip. So if we go and see one of the earlier executions, so if you see this one has failed, so let's go and see. So whenever any scenario is failing, so it goes under the to investigate category. So let's go and see the logs first, and then we'll come to that part. So this is my scenario. Okay, so here it is failing because of some utility file missing. So now we go back and check. So this seems to be an automation bug or something like that. So we can go to the to investigate category and we can change it as a automation bug because our scripts need to be modified. And once that is done, you will see it coming under the automation bug category. So the most interesting part of report portal is that it has the capability of, it has the capability of understanding the based on the previous investigations. So if a particular type of failures are occurring repeatedly, it will do through its machine learning capability, it will mark it in the next executions and categorize it. So that particular bugs won't come under this category. So it will be an auto analysis kind of a thing. So yeah, so this is pretty much on the UI side of report portal. So yeah, let's go back to the slide again. So a quick summary. Yeah, over to you, Kunal.
How do you integrate
I think
logs? Yeah, I was having a quick question. How did you, like, whatever the executions have been done, how did you integrate with the report portal?
Yeah, so we have a hook factory code developed, and what has happened is we are short on time. We were going to walk through that code, but what we'll definitely do, Prashant, is we will share that after our session.
Sure.
Maybe we will create a Git repo and we will share the link with you guys, so you can refer to the code.
Okay, thank you, Kunal. So are we still having anything to share, Kunal?
Yeah, just a final bit. Just a final bit. So I will quickly switch on to the slideshow. So what I want you all to look at is there are two releases which Karate and Report Portal has recently released, and there are many interesting features which they have come up with. So please go and have a look at that. And I would encourage everybody to please share the feedback, try to use this tool, because we are all also learning, and it would be really helpful if you guys can share your instances and any of the references you have. So thank you so much, guide, for patient hearing, and looking forward to hear from you.
Okay, thank you. In the interest of time, Kunal, actually, I would request others, whatever the queries do have, please paste in the channel chat box. so that you can answer per convenience.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Ravi, can you take over?
Yes, Ganesh. Ganesh, I have an update. So looks like now we can copy the chat text. So Kunal and Rajani, if you can share, okay, that you're making public on chat here and tag like ping Ganesh or me, we will help, okay, that to reach the audio.
Okay, great then, great. Okay, so
Yeah,
Ganesh,
sure, Ravi, we'll do that.
Ganesh, you can have a copy paste thing available. Kunal, please, can do the paste in the chat box so the team can take reference of it. Thank you. Ravi, let's begin with the next.
Yes. Hi all, I am Ravi Surya and I'm joining from Bengaluru. Now we have a session coming in again on karate. So before talking on karate, I'll say hi and thank Peter. So Peter, hi and thank you for giving this. And the good thing about the workshops is it will enable someone to watch and it gives that confidence and that courage. Yes, I can do it. I can start with much stress. Yeah. Thanks for all the speakers who are presenting the workshops with the demo. This is much needed for the community of peak test engineers. With that, yeah, I will call. I think we have still 3 minutes, okay, to start session. But we'll get started so that Ali will have that. I will give now the stage to Varshita. Varshita, please come in and introduce our next speaker, Ali. Ali, you're there?
Yes, thanks, Ravi. Thank you. This is Ali. Or do you want?
Yeah, Ali is here. Ali is joining us from Pune. Yeah.
Am I audible? Am I visible?
You are very visible.
Yes.
You are very audible. Good. Varshita?
Yes, sir. First of all, I would like to thank Kunal and Rajani for such a wonderful event, and like for such a wonderful